Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Several hospitalized after St. Anne crash. Several people were rushed to hospital this morning after a two-vehicle collision near Drax Hall in St. Anne. Reporters understand that about 11 a.m., a silver Toyota Oxio motor car, which was heading towards Ocho collided with a vehicle that was traveling in the opposite direction. Me no know what happened, but me just hear a loud explosion and me see a car flying in the air. I know me can't believe. An alleged eyewitness stated. The eyewitness also encouraged motorists to reduce their speed on the roads. It rough man, me just ask the people them to take time on the road. The number of people involved and the extent of their injuries are unconfirmed at this time. As of September 16, St. Anne has recorded 29 road fatalities since the start of the year in comparison to 15 for the corresponding period last year. Investigations into Edna Manley College fire ongoing. The Jamaica Fire Brigade, JFB, says it is investigating the cause of the blaze that occurred at Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts this morning. When reporters arrived at the scene about 10:30 a.m., fire units and several firefighters were still trying to put out the blaze, while scores of onlookers, who appeared to be staff members and students from the institution, gathered at an area.
At 9:25, we got a call that the Edna Manley College was on fire. When we got here, we realized that the upper floor of the textile mill, which is the building that we are seeing here now, we responded with 3 units. Those 3 units are now in operation. One just left to go and replenish the tank. As it is now, the fire is under control, almost extinguished, and we will be carrying out investigations to try and ascertain the cause of the fire. There were no injuries or no deaths.
Was the building occupied at the time of the fire?
Occupied is relative. There were students there. One student reported that he smelled smoke, and he is the one that raised an alarm. So, as the building is divided into different studios, so there were students in different studios.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness has cautioned the unvaccinated who continue to cite the unavailability of their preferred vaccine as reason for not taking the jab to take any vaccine available. At the beginning of the country's vaccination drive, only the AstraZeneca vaccines were available. However, since the introduction of the Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson, several persons have indicated a preference for the Pfizer and are refusing to be inoculated by any other type.
The purpose of the tour is to preach to 2 sets of persons. I have to preach to those who have not yet decided to take the vaccine. But where I am standing today, and the persons to whom I am speaking, I am certain that I would be preaching to the converted, because I'm standing at the vaccination side, looking at those who have gathered, some of them holding their arms and some holding their cards, signaling that they have already taken the vaccine or are about to take the vaccine. Nevertheless, it is still important to deliver the message to the converted, those who have already taken the vaccine, because you can now become ambassadors. Having taken the vaccine, you are my heroes. You are the ones who have decided to make that sacrifice, if you want to call it that. Because there are those who are saying the vaccine is risky. It might have some long-term effect. There are those who are saying that they have microchip. I don't know how that micro to get through that small needle. There are those who are saying that it will magnetize you. And there are all kinds of other things that are said. But you, I'm certain, would have heard these things. You would have done your own research. You would have used your own common sense that God give you. Some of you would have prayed about it. Some of you would have watched the news and seen that in some countries, 90% of their population has been vaccinated and nothing happened to them. What has happened is that those countries are returning to normalcy. Some people are, reading here and reading there, and uncle calling from abroad and telling them, well, this is the one I take on influencing decisions that you are making here in terms of preference for a vaccine. Well, let me tell you something. On my way here, I received a call telling me that a constituent of mine passed in the hospital early this morning. He obviously was a victim of COVID-19. It was really very sad because he's someone about my age, and I always viewed him as a very hearty and robust person. And to have passed, it was very tragic in that sense. But I'm certain that if you had asked him which vaccine was the best vaccine to have taken, he would have told you any one of them. The first one that me get would have been the one to have saved my life. And that is the message that I would give to every single Jamaican. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Take the first vaccine that is available, because that is the best vaccine. All the vaccines that are available here that we have procured and we have put into the system for your use, all of them are safe for use. And all of them give you a very high level of protection. And all of them will save your life. And all of them will ensure that if you are in any way infected by the virus, that the probability of death is significantly reduced. And if you are hospitalized, the probability of your recovery is even greater. So, as the rains have come down, the blessings have come with it. And as it is raining, you know that my words are true words. And for those persons who are hesitant, for those persons who are skeptical, for those persons who are just nonchalant, another word for that in Jamaica is don't care, or rather don't care. For those persons who are maliciously spreading all kinds of conspiracy theories and rumors about the vaccine, I want you to go back into your communities and show yourself as the model, as the example, to say that I have taken the vaccine. And you say I'm all right, and I am fine, and I have done what is necessary in my own interest, in my family's interest, and in the country's interest to return Jamaica to normalcy.
601 new COVID cases recorded in Jamaica, 4 additional deaths. Jamaica recorded 601 new cases of COVID-19 and 4 more virus-related deaths on Thursday, pushing the total number of confirmed cases on the island since the outbreak to 78,590 and the confirmed deaths to 1,772. The new cases comprised of 319 females and 282 males, with ages ranging from 0 days to 96 years. According to the ministry, 126 of the cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew, 88 in St. Anne, 86 in St. Catherine, 50 in Clarendon, 46 in Manchester, 44 each in St. Elizabeth and St. Thomas, 33 in St. James, 24 each in Hanover and St. Mary, 18 in Trelawney, 15 in Westmoreland, and 3 in Portland. The deceased are a 76-year-old male from St. Catherine, a 51-year-old female from Kingston and St. Andrew, an 86-year-old female from Kingston and St. Andrew, and a 76-year-old male from St. Mary. The latest deaths were recorded between September 14 and 15. One more death was reported as coincidental, while 3 deaths are under investigation. The ministry further reported 134 new recoveries, which pushed the total recoveries to 50,495. There are 25,793 confirmed cases on the island. 4 shortlisted for SVF Supreme Hero Prize. The Supreme Ventures Foundation, SVF, the outreach arm of gaming group Supreme Ventures Limited, has shortlisted 4 entities for the top prize in the first staging of its Supreme Heroes program. The program, which began in 2020, is focused on enhancing small community enterprises that are not only generating economic activity in their area, but assist the needy from their pockets. Members of the public have on September 17 to vote for their favorite on the Supreme Venture Foundation website. The program kicked off with 4 heroes who were nominated by the public: Lifeyard Restaurant and Ecotourism in Parade Gardens, Kingston, New Horizons Christian Outreach in Spanish Town, Miss T's Hardware run by Elma Thompson in Granville, St. James, and Miss Jenny's Corner Shop operated by Jennifer Brown in Norwood, St. James. Jamaica has had the chance to review their stories on the SVF social media pages on Instagram and Facebook and cast their vote on the SVF website for the most impactful Supreme Hero, who will receive another grant from the foundation. For the program, each hero developed a community project and received funding and support from the SVF to execute it. They also received several weeks of capacity building training from the Mona Entrepreneurial and Commercialization Center of the Mona School of Business Studies. They were provided with laptops, access virtual classes and taxation, copyright, marketing and other critical aspects of business operations. SVF Director Heather Goldson says the foundation is seeking to choose the best performing project from the inaugural cohort to further award them a grant to pump into their social enterprises. All our heroes have performed phenomenally, as with the entire country, they face very challenging circumstances given the impact of COVID-19, and some even suffered personal setbacks. However, they managed to regroup and complete their projects on time, making the best of the training we provide through MECC. This is the final stage of the program, and we are excited to see the continuation of the great work being done with the larger grant that one superhero is going to be awarded. Their communities stand to benefit significantly. The Supreme Ventures Foundation is very pleased to have been able to make this investment and support these community stalwarts, said Goldson. The awarding of the grant will be based on several factors, including the impact of their selected project and the heroes' incorporation of the lessons learned into their enterprises. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.